There I go. See if we can find him up on these range. Gotta be up there somewhere. Look at that battlefield. Alright, let's check up here. Check over in the woods. There they are. See if I can get a shot on one of them. Okay, they're nice. On reload. Gotcha. Woo! Tell you what, I am liking the Mountaineer. Oop, artillery. Let's go get some cover in the foxhole. Check out the hills again. Check this forest. Pretty thick, hard to see with all the smoke and fog. This is the Mountaineer. He's the ultimate reconnaissance class. You also have a bugle and unlock that boosts friendly fire rate and movement speed. You get 4 unlockable bolt-action rifles with the Mountaineer class. You also get the binoculars, the flare gun, the flask, the pickaxe, and the bugle. The Mountaineer, like all the other classes in Isonzo, have several abilities specific to each class. Unlike most other first-person shooter games where you keep grinding out a class and eventually you will unlock all the gear by playing that class, Isonzo is a little different. They incentivize you to basically play that class and learn how that class works with the side tasks on the side to unlock each. Once you accomplish these challenges, milestones on the side of each ability and task, then they will become available. So basically what this game teaches you is that you have to learn each class and use them accordingly on the battlefield. Basically, Isonzo, Italian Front World War I first-person shooter, is not your standard first-person shooter. There are some simple things and a few tips that will definitely keep you alive that I've been learning. Basically, one is stay with the group. This game is not like your regular first-person shooter where it's kill-death ratio. Yes, that is something you want to keep as a personal goal, that's fine. But this game is working together, strategizing, and using tactics. To accomplish your objective, you have to work together in squads. I'd stay with your squad. I found that playing with my squad, even though there's no VoIP, we've used the text messaging to accomplish, and the in-game order commands, which are great, to accomplish taking over objectives, which makes this game and the strategy very, very historically accurate. There was no comms, no communication. A lot of it was flares and signals and whistles. So I do like that part of the game. I think the VoIP, yes, that would be great to communicate like other first-person shooters, but I also think that might take away from the game also. That's just a personal opinion. And taking away from the historical accuracy, yes, they did have wires ran, they did have communication with telephones, and you have those at your points. You can call in artillery, you can call in your planes for bombing runs, you can call in your gas. Just do me a favor as an officer, don't call in everything in one shot. Scan the battlefield, look where the enemy's coming from, and know the points. Decide the gas to slow your enemy down, do a bombing run when they're in the trenches, or a strafe run. And then once that's done, have your rifleman volley fire and scan the battlefield and charge in the objective. You'll find a lot of back and forth in this game. This game represents the back and forth of World War I and trench warfare. Once you take a position, you might hold it for a little while, and then the enemy will overtake your position by gassing you with your artillery. So this game, there is a lot of back and forth, and as you take your points and you hold those points, then you'll be time to move on or advance. Or if the enemy can capture those points and hold those points for a certain amount of time, you'll see the countdown, and they'll push you back. So basically, this is historically accurate. This is how World War I was, and that's why it was so brutal. You had men in trenches, and then they used everything and anything to clear out the trenches, just like the rats that lived with the men in them trenches. So this game's brutal. It's intense. And the graphics are great so far for an indie game made by Blackmill Games and M2H, and now Focus Entertainment coming on board. I'm hoping for great things with this game. World War I was brutal. I'm glad this indie game developer has captured the significance of World War I and its history. It was the Great War, but also in history books and taught and learning, it might as well be the Forgotten War. This war changed the world and the maps and the geography of the earth as we know it. Empires fell, royalty fell, kingdoms fell, armies rose, and new maps were created. Hence why World War II happened. Because of this war. The war is supposed to end all wars. But enough about that. If you want to check out my channel, further Isonzo gameplay, and as I get more hours in and learn each class, I'll go ahead and relate what I know and share my knowledge with you. This is definitely a hardcore game, very fun to play, and I hope you enjoy the gameplay. From me, myself, Sergeant Zig-Zag, ex-serviceman gamer. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. Sergeant Zig-Zag, out.
Aufklärung ist unterwegs!